Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and this is little sassy girl, and she's trying to get down. She wants to be all over here, but she doesn't want you to pick her up. And I am going to do this look today. It's the tutorial I'm doing today is with these two Wet n Wild palettes. It's Walking on Eggshells and Knock on Wood. It's these, and the reason I'm using both is because this one's just a little dark. I feel like sometimes I use this color and this color out of here, and then I use all of these. 3 just isn't enough. So I'm going to do this look and also lashes and also the Rachel K CC cream. So as you can see, I have plenty of things to cover today. This is no fault but my own. This is one of those little bumps that I just cannot leave alone. I insist that something is going to happen with this, and it doesn't. So I did that on my own. So what I'm going to do is I don't use any concealer on my face. Is use my BB cream, and I am using the neutral. Like I've said before, I can use fair, I can use neutral, I can use sun-kissed. It's just got different tones, and so the way I do it is I just adjust whatever mineral powder I'm going to put on top. But my favorite is just to use the neutral, and it's my skincare, it's my sunscreen, it's everything in the morning. My face has just been washed, and that's it. So I usually start out with a little bit, and I just use my hands and rub it in kind of each section, you know, like my lower cheek and then higher up, and I go all the way up under my eye like that, because that's going to be the base too for my concealer. So you can see that it really, more than coverage, it really just balances out your skin tone, and that's what I need the most, because you can see how I've got just uneven skin tone. I'll put a little bit too much, so I'll probably bring this up a little bit higher over here. But I really rub it in just like you would, you know, moisturizer. Put a little bit more up here. And because this is so good at filling in your pores, I always really try to work it in, you know, on my nose, on my chin, all the places where my pores are the worst. And within, I mean, like already I can feel how, oh, goodness. Okay, Chanel. You guys will probably, when they grow up, I'll have to get a new chair. Okay. But I can already feel how like smooth it is. It just dries to like the prettiest velvety finish. Then a little bit more for, that is my forehead. The coverage that you get from the CC cream alone, which for a lot of people that is enough, but not for me. And plus I want more of a luminous finish. The CC cream is going to give you more of a just natural matte type finish. But what I've done now is set myself up. It's just like a primer. I've set myself up to use whatever foundation I want and get a really good finish, and it lasts. I mean, it just lasts all day. It doesn't get oily, it doesn't break up, and that's what, this is so much better than any other BB cream I've ever tried, because this is not so moisturizing. If you have really, really dry skin, I don't know if this would be that good, unless you really put a moisturizer under it, where I don't. But if you have normal combination to oily skin, this is the best. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix my natural and my classic beige. And what I usually do is get some of the classic in the cap, just a little bit. And oh goodness, we are having a showdown. Let's see if you can see. I mean, they are serious. Look at those tails. Goodness. Okay, I already had to, the reason you don't see Bubba is because he's been put in a timeout for beating up Chanel. As soon as I sat down, he went over there and attacked her. So, okay, now I'm going to just tap some of the natural in here also. I don't know if you can see that it's mixed in there. And then I just take my Sephora 55 airbrush, and I just kind of you know, do like this in here just to mix it up, and then tap it off because there'll be a lot on your brush. Matter of fact, a lot of times I'll only have to do this like every other time because I've mixed enough. And I usually start right in the middle of my cheek where I would want that darkest anyway. And then I'll work up. You know, I forgot to put my Armani on. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this jawline. And then I usually swing it up here like that. But right now I'm gonna stop and put this on because this is a miracle worker. I'll put it right in these just darkest parts right there, and that's it. And because that BB cream or CC cream is on underneath it, I don't know, just I guess it makes it last longer, and it helps with those fine lines. Just makes everything better. Okay, you can see how much that brightened up under my eyes. It's a miracle. Okay, now back to the mineral powder. I probably should let that dry just a minute. I'm going to take a little break. Powder. And okay, so now I'm going to go further up and kind of go up under my eye right there. And when you get to like the places like right here where you can see your pores, kind of, you know, stretch out that skin so you can really work the powder in right there, like that. And then just keep buffing around like that. Okay, so this is the side with the Laura Mercier. This is the side with just the CC cream. Okay, now I'm going to do that side. So I put my brush in there, tap it off, and then I'm going to start right here at this worst part. And kind of work under my eye. And then just, I usually just swing the brush around and finish my forehead with what I have on my brush. And then I'll go down my neck with what's, you know, left on the brush. And that is it. So you can see, you can still see some of the blemishes, but not that much. And I did not use any concealer, so I don't have any cakiness or anything like that going on. Okay, so the next thing I do is, and my favorite brush for that is still the MAC 138 brush. And I've been loving this NYX matte bronzer. So what I've been doing is just, this is very soft. If you were to swirl it, there's no telling how much would come off. So I just kind of lay my brush in it like that. And I'm doing more of a contour type method. I go up around my forehead, on my cheekbone, and then underneath and down. Like that. And then, let's see, get some more on my brush and swing it up and around the hairline and then down. Like that. And then sometimes I'll take a little bit on the brush and just go in here. Like that. And then a little bit down my nose and on my chin. So that is how I get, you know, my color and my dimension, because of course the CC cream is a little bit light. But, you know, that's why, you know, when I say, you know, you could make any color work, it's what you put on top of it, to me, that makes the difference. The CC cream is just such a good primer, sunscreen, skincare, everything. That's the difference. Okay, let's see. And for blush, now first I usually do my highlight if I'm going to do any. And one of my favorites is this one. It's the Laura Mercier Shimmer Brick. Yeah, I like this little bronzer brush for this, and it's the Starlet. I swirl it around and just run it on the tops of my cheeks. And then And I usually just take what's left in the brush and just run it right there on my collarbone. Okay, and then this is a new blush that I just got the other day. Brooke and I and Will went to Ulta, and it's the NYX Pinched, and it's really pretty. It's got a good glow to it. Okay, my favorite blush brush, it used to be the MAC 116, and then I switched over to this Bobbi Brown, and I love it. It's got the perfect, see how it's beveled on the edges? So what I do is just lay it right in the blush on both sides, and then I just take it right on the cheekbone and kind of press it in. I'm not one to really swipe, I just usually press it in like that, and then I get a little bit more and try to go right here up under my eye. This has some, I probably did not even need a highlighter because this has shimmer in it. So right here on my cheekbone, and sometimes I carry it up a little bit, and then right here on the apples of my cheeks. I don't put my final concealer on to the very end, but something I do like to do is to spray my face with Fix Plus. Another good one is the Jane Ardell Palm Mist. Any type, I'm going to do that right now, and then I'll stand in front of my space heater and come right back. Sassy, get down. You're going to knock over my stuff. Okay, so I just went, and I don't know if you can see the difference. It takes all of that powdery look away and just makes your face glow. Now this is a product that I have just been loving, and it is the Brightening Finishing Powder, Brightening Nudes. And when you see it, it's just the weirdest, neatest looking thing. It's almost like a lavender and brown and pink and just all different colors. I've been taking that with this wonderful brush here, which is the Smashbox Face and Cheek Brush. Sassy is very curious right now. And just, you know, getting some on my brush, all the different colors. Oh goodness. And going over, starting off with my forehead. So you can see it gets rid of the shine, but it also leaves your face luminous. Like that. So you might ask, why did I just spray it if I'm going to go back and put powder over it? The reason is it takes all of the things that I put on, the CC cream, the mineral powder, the bronzer, the blush, the highlight, and it kind of brings it all together and, you know, puts it on your skin. It, you know, just takes away the fine lines. It puts it in the pores, but yet it leaves a little bit of, you know, shine. So then when you go over the powder, you could just do your T-zone or anything, and so that leaves you with, if I wouldn't have used this, I would not have done so much powder, but since this is the brightening powder and it's not so matte, I can go all over my face. So okay, and I'm kind of nervous about doing this look because I haven't done it so much, but what I'm going to do is the Wet n Wild look that I've been doing with the Knock on Wood and Walking on Eggshells palette, and I'm going to use my newest favorite lip liner, which is the Candy Rose from Dior. And I usually like to sharpen it each time, but I'll just use it like this. Looks like I sharpened it last time. And I'm going to line my lips right on that edge. You can see that the little ridge of my skin, of my lip skin. Okay, and then I open my mouth and I connect the top and the bottom like this. like that. I mean, I don't really, I just went too far there. Like that. So I haven't gone over, I've just gone to the very edge, and then I fill them in. And really try to work the liner in your lips. That will make it just last all day. And I'm having to kind of spread them out because they're wrinkly. This new Revlon, and it is Pink Afterglow. Got one of these good Revlon glosses. I try to kind of mimic that Dior one and just roll it on. Otherwise it takes off some of the liner. Bubba, out of his timeout, we'll see if he can be a good boy. Okay, so this is the Laura Mercier Buff. What I like about it, of course, is the color. And I like, it just is it's not so matte and chalky. The eyeshadows just seem to glide right over it. And it just, I don't know, brings out a pretty tone in almost any eyeshadow. And it's really, you'll see it's pretty on its own. And make sure you get it in the corner. And then I usually just take whatever's on my finger and rub it underneath like that. Okay. Oh goodness, I'm nervous. Okay, I think the first thing I did, and I'm loving this little brush I got at Target. It is the e.l.f. It's one of the high dollar $3 brushes. The e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. And it's really a good one. So I've been starting off with this brow bone pink color right here on my lid. And just get that on your brush. And I always work from the outside in. That's just what I'm used to doing. And then I'll go like that. And I'm not pulling my eye, I'm just holding it. That way you don't get any wrinkles. So I'm using this on the lid, and I'm taking this eyelid color, the burgundy color, and just barely tapping my brush in it. You don't have to rub it. And then starting at the outside, let's see, try to tilt this way. I kind of come in like that, and then I go out and then go right into the crease. You can see it's got some fall out. Try to get that. Let me do the other side with this side. I shouldn't have done both sides of my brush. And then work in like that. Just make sure, I have to make sure I come out far enough because I'm bad about not wanting to come far out. Okay, and then just blend it in to the, you want it to come in like, it just depends on the shape of your eyes and the shape of your eyebrows, but I've noticed I need to come in to where it almost touches, you know, right in the inside of my brow right there. And just make sure it's somewhat blended out. But what really helps is then I take this from the Walking on Eggshells palette. I need to just get rid of these. And this brow bone, the lightest color, I take that and blend out the top, starting up here. And if this is too shimmery for you, which it almost is for me, you could just use like your brulee from MAC or that Wet n Wild brulee, and just blend out the top of that like that. And then I usually take a little bit more and go on the inside of my bottom lash line. You want that brightness on the inside of your. So what I do is I take the very tip of my brush and just dot it in that dark color, especially because it is so soft, and then do the outside of underneath like that. and go ahead and bring it, you know, down, and then meet up with it on the side, like that. You're gonna feel like it's too much when you're putting it on, because I always do, like that. That is too much. And look at me still using my baby washcloths. I can't get rid of those things, and I still use them for just little things. Okay, so just that creates a good shadow. You'll be surprised. It looks like too much. And then these are like some extra little steps that I do sometimes. This little crease color here in this Walking on Eggshells palette is a good blending color. So sometimes I take my brush and I just get some of that little bit of brown, and I just put it right there where the burgundy and the lightest color are meeting, just to put a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of warmth or something right there. You don't have to do that. I don't know if it changes it that much. And then the final step, and this is something I've been hesitant to do for so long, but I just tried it and I've been liking it, is I take a skinny crease brush. This is the Louise Young, and I cannot remember which one it is. There's two of them that are real thin and skinny like this. And I put it in this darkest crease color, like that, and I literally just run it back and forth in the crease, like that. And that just gives that much more dimension. So, okay. And that's it with the eyeshadows. It's real easy, and those shadows are, they're almost so pigmented that they could be tough to work with, so just be careful. And now I'm going to do my brows, eyeliner, and mascara, and that'll make a big difference, because it always looks way too dark at first, but then you have to just keep going with it. Okay, so the next thing I usually do is my eyebrows, and a lot of you can see this is my natural eyebrow, and a lot of you probably would think that I need to fill that in, and sometimes I do, but sometimes, especially if I'm doing heavy dark eyeshadow like this, I just don't want dark brows too. And I know that there's conflicting opinions about that, but this is the Blonde Brow Gel from Anastasia, and it does put some color right there. And then I just pretty much comb them out with it, and that's it. It's real easy. Like that. The eyeliner I've been loving is this little Essence gel liner in Midnight in Paris, and it's so much better than the Wet n Wild and the Maybelline. Definitely much better. So and then I have several eyeliner brushes I use, and I like, this has been one I've been using a lot lately. It's the MAC 211, and this eyeliner is so creamy. You just get a little bit on your brush, and I usually just you know, just start here and kind of walk it in. Try to be thinner as I go in, and then to wing it out, just kind of imagine where your brow ends, and I just kind of wing it out and then meet it up like that. And it just depends, like sometimes I'll decide I want it to go out further, like that, and then just kind of bring it across. Especially today I'm going to put on false lashes, so you kind of need a big line just to go with them. And just make sure you get all down there by the lash line too. There you go. Okay, and make sure both sides are somewhat even. They're never going to be perfect. Let's see, but maybe a little bit more point on that one. But with the lashes, that'll be good enough. Now you can, and I do sometimes, take what's left and put just a little bit in this bottom lash line. Just depends if you like it or not. On the bottom. And then I usually try to meet it up there with the top. Lashes. This is a pair, I'm not exaggerating, I bet I've worn these. I usually get 2 wears out of them with the self-adhesive. Then I put glue on the self-adhesive for 1 or 2 times. And then I go to the next. See, there's another band that you take off that first sticky band and then you hook it to the next one, and I'll use that 2 times and then use it 1 or 2 times with glue. So I'm not sure what time I'm on. Judging by how easy it came off, I think this will be my 2nd time with the sticky band. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue. And last time I did this, I think I was telling you guys how much I liked the Duo glue with a brush. Well, I discovered that I really like this better because that one, for some reason, I don't know if it doesn't dry as easy, but hold on just a second. So where was I? But anyway, I've been using these quite a while. And what I do, a lot of times you'll notice I say I'm using the Ardell 120S trimmed. What I do is when I take them out of the box, I will take off the last little bunch of the longest ones or the shortest ones, usually the longest ones. And and I was telling you why I like this glue better. This just seems to dry better. The other one I was noticing would leave little spots where eventually during the day, when I open my eyes, it would almost like catch my eyelid. And I just like this better. But what I do is just take a little, I squeeze it until I see a little bit, and then I put it, you know, on the lashes like that. And then I take a toothpick. One of you guys told me about this. And take the toothpick and spread it thin along the whole lash line. And of course I put a lot, probably too much on here. And just make sure you get it on both ends. And then I forgot my tweezers, so I'm going to go right back and get my, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my tweezers. This one should be good and tacky by now. And I just take them at the very end like that. And sometimes because I've used them so much, they're starting to lose their shape. So I just kind of bend them to make sure they're going to be curvy. And I'm going to try to do this in front of the camera. I don't know if I'll be able to. And I usually turn them up and line them up with that lash and just try to set them down. Now these are wanting to stick because there's probably mascara left in these. There. So just press it up there, and just, you can kind of pull it, and you can tell you don't want them going too far down, but like that. And that glue you see back there will dry. And then sometimes I'll even take that same toothpick and just kind of adjust with it. Like that. Okay, so there's one. And then here's the other one. And a big glob of glue. These are really easy. I mean, really, this is easier than mascara. And I know that's hard to believe because I can remember when people told me that. I didn't believe it. But it's easier to put on and it's easier to take off. So I've got my glue spread on there like that. You see how it's gray? And I'm going to make sure that they're, you know, curved so they go right on my eye. Make sure they're dry because that makes them tacky. And then take them and kind of drop them right where you think they need to go. And you have a few minutes to play with them. You basically just want them to be on your eyeliner. Like that. Okay, and so now you'll notice I didn't use any mascara before I put these on, And I do that because this is enough. These eyelashes are enough. But I do need to, I don't know if you'll be able to see, you can see my lashes up underneath. So I'll need to kind of blend those up in there, but I like to wait and give it just a little bit to dry, a little bit of time to dry first. And the bottom lashes, I like to use this. It's the Urban Decay SuperCurl Curling Mascara, which that's not really why I use it. I use it because I like the brush, and it does not run. This mascara does not run, period. You will not have to wipe underneath your eyes at all during the day. So I'm gonna put this on. Matter of fact, I'll probably need to put this on in the mirror in my bathroom because I have to get up close, but I'm gonna do the lower lashes with this. I've done my bottom lashes, and now all I need to do is take a mascara and kind of blend in my lashes with the false lashes. And this one is a good one for that. It's a good mascara, period. It's the Dior Show New Look. But I like the wand and how little it is, because then I can get right in these lashes and kind of put them into the other. So you notice I'm not going like all the way up and trying to get mascara on my false lashes. I'm just trying to kind of blend them in and not have them look separate. Like that. Okay, I'm almost done. The only thing I have left to do now is my concealer, and I have several of them that I like. It just depends on, sometimes it depends on the first one I see, but this one has just been a good one just for a long time, and it's the Maybelline DreamLumi, and the one I like is called Radiant, and it's a brightening, and it's one of these little clicky pens, a few dots. That's actually more than I usually do, is because I clicked it. And then I pat it in. And I come all the way up here. And sometimes I come down. And if it looks like it's too much, just kind of switch fingers. Like that. You can see the difference that it makes. And if it looks like it's not, see, it looks like it might not be blending, like right there, just keep patting and just blend it out like that. There you go. There you go. Okay, that's it. And I'm not even gonna do an outfit of the day. I have literally got on a t-shirt and sweatpants, and I am going to clean today. Will requested lasagna, so I'm going to go to the grocery store. John went to the grocery store. John and Will went last night, and they got the typical man things. They didn't get, you know, like food. So I've got to go to get the stuff to make the lasagna, and I've got to vacuum, and I've got to go to the post office. I've got a bunch of your packages to ship out. I've got more Rachel K. It is in North Carolina. It will probably be delivered today. I think we tracked it, and it was in Mooresville. So it should be getting to me today, and I'll put that on the site either tonight or tomorrow. I've got more Leah Lena bracelets. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.